Jump scares. They're those stupid little scares that get us just about every time, even when it's not actually scary. You usually can tell when something's about to jump out and scare you, but you still get scared anyway. I mean, you might overthink it and get scared because of that, or just get scared because of how obvious it is and then still overthink it. So in this project, I'm going to be seeing if you can prevent someone from getting jump scared. So I'm going to be playing a game called Outlast, and I'm going to have 2 people in my project. So the first person is going to play through the game and have absolutely no knowledge of what's going on. And the second person is going to play through and have a little bit of insight on what's going to be happening, because they're going to be watching and they're going to be knowing what's going on and hopefully remember when the scares are going to be coming up. And I'm going to measure their heart rate, and I'm going to have them wear a Fitbit, and I'm going to be comparing the 2 heart rates to the person that doesn't know what's happening to the person that does know what's happening. But why do we get scared? Is it just because we do overthink things and that we just try not to let ourselves get scared? It's actually because our body knows when something is going to happen. And our heart rate goes up and adrenaline starts pumping, and we use that adrenaline in 3 different ways. 1, you freeze up. You know that the predator, whatever it is near, so you try and hide from it. And we basically just try and keep ourselves unknown to it. 2, we run. When we're spotted, or we know that we're spotted, we run. And this is when the adrenaline is pumping so fast that you're basically running faster than you ever thought you could. And then 3, we fight, or at least make an effort to fight. And usually in step 2, if the adrenaline is not used then, it definitely is used in step 3, because if you're fighting, you're probably going to need that adrenaline. But even if we aren't in a real life situation or a life-threatening cause, our body still reacts kind of in the same way. So basically, in our case, playing a video game is not an actual life-threatening cause. Our body quickly realizes that it's not real and lowers the response to the fear and lowers our adrenaline and our heart rate, having it go back to its normal state. So I'm trying to see if you can get someone ready for this scare, and then I'm just going to be comparing the 2 heart rates and just be comparing how when a certain jump scare happens, if the person that's going first, his heart rate is higher than the person that's going second. So my hypothesis is that if someone anticipates a jump scare, that their heart rate is going to be higher.
I think I did.
Little freak.
Not too good.
Wait, what is it? What's it?
God.
What's it?
My boy. Here. How did I not remember?
Check your heart rate.
Alright, so looking back at our data, we can see that Joe only got scared 3 times and Eli got scared 5 times, and Eli was the one who was going second and Joe was the one who was going first. So Eli was obviously overthinking things and his heart rate was much higher than Joe's. What I found in my data does support my hypothesis, because when the second person went, their heart rate was faster than the person who had gone the first time. So I think that's because they were overthinking the scare and they were expecting it, and because they were expecting it, it made their heart rate already go up, and then when they got scared, it made it go even higher. So one thing I would have changed was the environment that I was having them play in. Even though I tried to keep them in the same environment by having them wear headphones, by putting them in a dark room, I still thought that it was a bit distracting. I would have put them in a less distracting environment, but still would have done the other things by keeping it dark and having them wear headphones. And as well as finding a better way to measure the heart rate, because the Fitbit was a little bit hard to use.